Okay, so in today's video we have someone from The Gamer talking about which Metroidvania has the most unique upgrades. The double jump, classic move. Double jump goes all the way back to Metroid with power-ups in Metroid and such like that. So let's see. Biogun has a... I don't know what Biogun is, but I'm sure it's something interesting. Since it's a shooter, you can upgrade it when it comes Void Rod, Eterna Noctis, and Grime. And so this is, well, anyways. Yeah, the conversation here from the gamer, James says double jump is a classic move. So the constant inconstant says Biogun has a double jump. I don't even know what these games are. Void Rot, turning out as these must be a bunch of indie games. So what's the next thing that we can talk about here? Let's go back. You can officially... Oh, there's Windows 11 news. Okay. So you can officially install Windows 11, apparently on an unsupported CPU with a catch. Shortly after they published the story, okay, NeoWin is publishing this by Terrace Buria. Windows 11 version 24H2, officially unsupported machines with 6th and 5th generation processors. Well, you can get anything to work that's not going to be officially supported. And I'm pretty much, Microsoft is not going to offer any support to someone who has installed it on a product that's not part of the required specifications. So it's kind of a tinkerer's thing. Okay, the experiment was conducted using unmodified Windows 11 24H2 image downloaded and flashed using the Creation Tool app. All tested PCs and several unsupported CPUs have been Trusted Platform Module 2.0 enabled. The TPM was introduced in 2014, not long before Windows 11, and blah 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 blah. It went through without any issues or blocking, and it was connected and downloaded available updates without problems. A PC health check app reported the computer was still not compatible with the operating system. Turning off TPM 2.0 would immediately block the installation wizard. Yeah, because it's a check, because you have to have a TPM chip to install Windows 11. It's a requirement. If you install it without TPM chip, you're avoiding the Windows warranty and their terms of service. So interestingly, a small discovery was made at the beginning of this year with Windows 11 version 23H2 Enterprise, but that's not 24H2, that's Enterprise. It's 23H2. That's a previous version. So they're saying that you have to install a previous version of a separate version of the software. So instead of the home version, you would have to install the enterprise version. You don't really want to install the enterprise version. That's only for businesses. I mean, it doesn't have the features that home users would use. So the advice here is to the non-negotiable TPM requirement is met. Yeah, that's TOS requirement. Yeah, and generally installing software on unsupported hardware is strongly not recommended. You generally don't want to do that. That's very bad. So let's see what else we got here. Valve's new Powered by SteamOS branding's been unveiled, but it's more about clawing handhelds away from Windows when it... I mean, why would you want Windows to be run on a handheld? What purpose is there for a Windows environment? It's a handheld. That's strictly for desktop and laptop. Like for keyboard and mouse. Valve's new logo to its brand guidelines being powered by SteamOS logo. Well, yeah, because it's not running Windows, it's running SteamOS. It's a different operating system. In fact, it's got more in common with Linux than it does Windows. The document says powered by SteamOS logo indicates the hardware device will run SteamOS and boot into SteamOS upon powering the device. What else is it going to boot into? It's an operating system. I mean, the hardware Steam image from form. Valve's who wrote this? This is written by Jacob Fox, and Jacob Fox is a writer for PC Gamer. He's a hardware writer. Let's see, he claims that he claims he would never let a soul build his rig again. He was a hardware junkie, so he's not a formal hardware expert. He's just a journalist that builds his own. He's working towards a PhD in his education's in philosophy, and he's trying to be a hardware expert. Okay, let's go back to the article. See, okay, so I know I have an origin point where this guy's coming from now. So, yeah, so this is SteamOS. It's not Windows, even though he's claiming that it's going to do something with Windows. Valve's spoken about the possibility of releasing SteamOS. They've already released SteamOS. It's on Steam Deck. Let's see. One thing that surprised me about all of this, at least judging by online comments, is how many people seem to be keen on getting SteamOS installed on their desktop instead of Windows. I mean, it's not really an advantage because a lot of software, like the point-and-click games, are specifically designed for Windows. I mean, the SteamOS is only useful for console games because it's a console-specific operating system. It's designed to turn your PC into a console. Like if you're trying to play Civilization 6 or a point-and-click game like freaking what is it, Judgment Simulator or freaking Cityscape or any of those freaking really point-and-click games, it's not really going to work well. I mean, that's why it doesn't work well on SteamOS. So yeah, this guy, I really wouldn't rate him as a hardware guy. He's a journalist that specializes in philosophy, talking about hardware. So that's what the PC Gamer is put into their position on hardware commentary. Next, old PC games will be playable again thanks to GOG's preservation efforts. They're talking about Warcraft 1 and 2. I have the original 1995 versions on CD, so I can just run those in DOSBox or something like that. So that's not really an issue for me, but for some people that can't go through the technical expertise, they might need to use the remakes and such, which would be useful for the preservation effects, thanks to GOG. What else do we have here? New evidence and images provide clues and hunt for gunmen's response. Oh yeah, I don't want to talk about that. That's a nasty article. Yeah, and that's being covered by mainstream news. So let's see. Prime drops 5 games. Sorry to drop a real-world topic in game commentary. That's crazy. I was just reading blindly. Shouldn't do that. Prime drops 5 games available. Claim now for a limited time. Let's see. Usually these are like demos or crap games. So let's see. Anyone who is an Amazon Prime member. Okay, so what do they have? Video game for Chronicle Teams, Tom Ivan. Let's see, Dredge. Tomb Raider Underworld. Oh, it's a terrible game. Star Wars Bounty Hunter, not really interested. Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Yeah. Those aren't really games that interest me. I know some people are probably interested into it, but yeah, those games are not really interesting for me. So I'm going to pass on those ones. New hand-drawn 3D platformer. Let's see what this is. This might be cool. The new hand-drawn 3D platformer is bursting with Nintendo inventiveness, which is Ruffy and the Riverside. Comes from developer Socrates Laboratory. Iconic Nintendo inventiveness. This article is by Ollie Reynolds of Nintendo Life. Let's see, developer Socrates Laboratories looks to bring some of the iconic Nintendo inventiveness into a gorgeous world full of hand-drawn characters and assets. Oh, okay. Let's see what it's got.
Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life.
Okay, so let's skip through there, get to the...
Like I don't even have to say anything about this one. It's Breath of the Wild.
Zelda. That's a Zelda thing. Okay.
Is just like a near perfect game to me. I can't overstate that.
It looks like a kind of like a Metroid
Metroid Prime Remastered
clone.
Full companion collection. Is this?
Yeah. That's not really talking about it. The animation is nice and blah 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 blah. So yeah. That article was 31 best Switch games. Yeah, that doesn't really have anything to do with it. This is the one that I want to quickly look at.
Ruffy and the Riverside is a game about a
Okay,
bear
so
that
that's Ruffy
can
and the
copy and paste.
Oh,
He
okay.
calls it a swap, and actually he isn't
Bear
allowed to
looks pretty
swap outside of
interesting.
town. But
So we
won't
have
tell.
this bear.
My name is
running
Patrick,
through a
and in this
3D
video I'd
landscape.
like to introduce you to Ruffy's magical world.
Yeah, okay, Ruffy's Magical World.
It is a
It
peaceful
does look
world.
like Breath of the
Well,
Wild, but
depending on who you ask,
different
of course.
animation
But
style.
everybody agrees there are treasures to be found around every corner.
Okay, so that looks more like a Nintendo Ocarina of Time style graphic, like the remake on 3DS. That could be pretty interesting. So let's see what else do we have here. White House official: 8 U.S. telecom providers hacked by Chinese. Don't care. Gen Z are tired. Don't care. China announces ban on rare minerals to the U.S. Yeah, don't care. Microsoft's AI agents aim to take down over many human duties. Well, I mean, AI is eventually going to freaking make things more expedient. Okay, Microsoft says that they're going to create personal agents which are designed to take over different human processes. So one of these things is that said its agents are designed to expand on so-called chatbots. Chatbot is an AI tool that can work by itself to produce human-level writing or discussion. Such systems also known as generative AI. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of like you know, those dating bots that you talk to, or when you go on to Copilot or something like that and ask it for information on stuff. That's basically what that part is. Another statement that they said is operate around the clock, blah 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 blah. They're also creating AI tools that can carry out routine business activities and such like that. The idea is that Copilot is the user interface for AI, he added. Every employee will have a Copilot. I use Copilot a lot, so it's, yeah, personalized AI agent. It really makes things more efficient, such like that, so I really can't complain about that. I know some people freaking will have absolute meltdowns with it, but it just makes my life a bunch more easier, so, I mean, if they're going to argue for making my life difficult, I'm going to tell them to go screw themselves, because their position just doesn't work for me. The ability of AI agents remain limited for now. Yeah, there are some limitations on it, but I like AI generative art. I have to do a monstrous level of editing to get it to work properly, so yeah, but it still works. I mean, you just have to work at it. So that's the commentary on Microsoft AI agents by Voice of America, which was an article by... Who wrote that article? The author is unknown and unspecified. Or, yeah, the author of that article by this is unknown and unspecified, so it's an anonymous writer. Newer ARPG Conquest Dark lets you become a god in minutes. Is this a mobile game? So, let's see, Conquest Dark, there's some creatures on it. I think I see an elf and a D&D style barbarian. Okay, in Conquest Dark, you enter dark ritual circles of battle forces that crumble, employing countless builds. So, is this like Diablo? Let's look at the reveal trailer. The reveal trailer for Conquest Dark, looking at it, yeah, it looks kind of like Diablo. Let's go to a different part of this. Yeah, it looks kind of like a ARPG in the Diablo stuff. So you'll embrace the Oath Keepers. Blah blah blah. Each offers unique power as you uncover secrets of Black Planet. That sounds interesting. I might look it up on Steam. If it's on Steam. Let's see. The Conquest demo is available on Steam as a free download. Early access in spring of 2025. I might check that out. If the demo's available, I might try a demo. Last chance to get Sega Mega Drive Classics on Switch eShop. I have the Mega Drive collection on every platform in the Classic Collection, so I will have that for all of eternity. because if they even take it off of my systems, I'll just revert myself to using the ROMs on my emulators, because that's a thing. So there's no way that they're going to erase that from existence. Let's see. 7 batch files you can create to automate tasks on Windows 11. I really don't do that anymore. I still use manual tasks because I have Precision that I use for my comic creation tasks. Let's see. NZXT responded to the Flex PC rental program, but it's not over yet. Xbox handheld console has a massive trump card. Now, this handheld console is something I might get, because I have a lot of Xbox games, and if I could play the Xbox games on a thing outside of my Steam equivalents, that would be fantastic. Because then I can play them while my gaming PC is occupied and my Steam Deck is charging, so that would be cool. So yeah, the Steam I have an eye on the Xbox handheld. Mickey Berner, the first director of Warframe, sometimes thought that's fine. Nicky didn't. Warframe is a fantastic game, but their art director died after had cancer. I mean, I play Warframe a lot. That is one of my favorite MMOs. So friggin' he departed the company in 2017, and yeah, that game is one of the best MMOs I've ever played. So yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but Digital Extremes makes fantastic games, and yeah, so let's remember Michael Brennan. So what else we got here? Sam Altman. Yeah, I don't want to talk about Sam Altman. Forget, I don't use ChatGPT anymore. There's other AIs way better. Let's see. CD Projekt Red surprises fans with unexpected Witcher release. Witcher fans have new gameplay while Witcher 4. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's all the news for today, so I hope you all have a fantastic day. This is Alpha. Talk to you later.